All right, everybody, welcome back to the #1 television program in the history of the universe. I am Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon, The Blackest Heart, and The Lonesome Crown, all three books published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. Today I'm going to be reviewing Bighorn Legacy by W. Michael Geer. This book came out in 1988. It is a great Western novel written by one of our most famous science fiction writers of all time. So W. Michael Geer's probably written 60 some odd books, a lot of them science fiction, many of them Western. I'd say about half Western, half science fiction, maybe a little bit more Western. He's best known for his People of the Wolf series, which I've got, some of them down here, People of the Mist, that he co-wrote with his wife, Kathleen O'Neill Geer. And, let me see if I got another one here. Yeah. People of the Fire. I should have had these ready to go rather than bend down grab them off the floor. And he's also written a bunch of science fiction books like the Spider trilogy, a lot of other great science fiction books. And I've met the man, and he has signed pretty much most of the books I own. Anyway, so a little history on the author. Let's talk about the cover itself. I do really love this cover. I love graphic design and cover illustration. We always admire the covers in every book review. This is a great Western painting. Now, I don't know who the illustrator is. It's not listed in the book at all. However, I'm going to go out on a limb and just maybe say that the style reminds me a lot of Darrell K. Sweet. And Darrell K. Sweet actually did some Western novel covers back in the day. He is mostly known for his the covers he did for the Robert Jordan series, The Wheel of Time. That's what he's mostly known for. And the style is similar to me, so I'm thinking it might be Darrell K. Sweet, but I could be off. I could be way off. Anyway, let's talk about the book. So, I loved this book. This book, surprisingly, I went in with no real big expectations at all. And I was stunned at how much I enjoyed this book. It's actually similar to a fantasy book. It's almost like a coming of age quest tale for buried treasure and lost artifacts and things like that. It's actually kind of cool the way this is set up. So anyway, in the prologue, we have a guy, our bad guy, Jasper Braggs. He kills Webb Cotton in revenge. Now, why is he seeking revenge for Webb Cotton? Well, Webb Cotton had the gall to marry Jasper's sister and get her pregnant 6 times and have 6 kids. And, those kids took a toll, and, the lady, Webb Cotton, I keep saying Webb Cotton. It's not Cotton. The last name is Catton. Not Key. There's no letter key. Catton. Webb Catton married this lady. They had 6 kids. The 6 kids took a toll on the lady, and she died. And now her brother, Jasper Bragg, is pissed off, and he wants to seek revenge because Webb Catton had the nerve to marry her and get her pregnant 6 times, and so he kills him. Jasper Bragg kills the man. Now, the man is off adventuring in the West. The man, he kind of abandoned. His wife died. After the 6 kids were born, his wife died, and then he kind of abandoned the kids. I guess he wasn't the greatest of guys. But he's killed. Jasper kills him, throws him off a ledge in a snowstorm. But before he throws him off the ledge, he takes the map, the instructions on how to find the buried treasure, the treasure of gold that Webb Catton has been keeping secret this whole time. That Webb Catton upon his death, wants to bequeath to the 6 kids that he abandoned. That's the setup of the story. So now we go to the 6 kids that he's abandoned. Now they're adults now. And they find out about this. Well, one of them, the oldest one, Abe Catton, he lives in St. Louis, he's a businessman. He finds out about his father's death, that there was this buried treasure, and there's a secret to how to find the treasure. Of course, Jasper has the map, because he stole it, but there's another way to get to the treasure, and that is that all 6 kids, before they were abandoned by their father, they were given a Damascus knife, like a really fancy knife. And within those 6 knives are the clues to how to find the buried treasure. However, these 6 kids, again, they were all abandoned by their father when they were pretty young. And they were farmed out to different orphanages. Different people took them. They were given to, some were raised by Indians, some were raised by Mexicans, some were raised in St. Louis by businessmen. So they come from so now Abe has to find his 5 siblings, make sure that they still have their Damascus knife, and together they will all go on a quest to find this buried treasure and get to the buried treasure before the evil Jasper Braggs does so. And so we've got Abe, who is from St. Louis. He's the one that kind of leads the group in this Western quest tale. This orphan, all 6 of them are orphans, so we've got this coming of age, almost like a fantasy tale coming of age, 6 orphans searching for their destiny type of a thing. And each one of the kids, there's Abe, there's Jeremiel. One of the interesting things about Jeremiel is, I wanted to bring this up, and let me grab another. So, Kathleen O'Neill Gear, the co-writer of Michael Gear's wife and co-writer, who co-wrote all the People of the Wolf books with him, she also writes science fiction. And I noticed that the main character in this series is named Jeremiel, and one of the main characters in this book by her husband is named Jeremiel. And they were both written at the same time, and I'm wondering if, and they both Jeremiels have the same, kind of a little bit, they're a little bit of the same guy. I'm wondering if that was planned, or, well, it had to have been planned. It couldn't be coincidence. I wonder if there's like an alternate universe. I wonder if this Jeremiel character's got alternate universes, or if these are tied together in any way. Anyway, there's Jeremiel, Jake, Bram, Mike, Tom, and Arabella, the lone girl. Of the 6 siblings, there's only one female, Arabella. And so they all go off on this adventure. That's the setup. It's pretty cool. It's a damn cool story. I really enjoyed this. It's written very well. W. Michael Gear is one of my favorite writers. Let me read the back of this. The murdering Jasper Bragg sent Webb Catton off to meet his maker in the snows of the New Mexico high country. And the gunshots echoed all the way to St. Louis. There Abe Catton learned of the death of his pa, the death of the papa he never knew, and left a respectable job to strap on a pair of shooting guns. Riding hell for leather, Abe swore not to rest till he united his family. 6 strangers scattered throughout the West. The Cattons had a blood debt that needed paying off, plus a legacy to be claimed. Webb's legacy of gold. For the first time in the family history, the 6 Cattons were riding as one. The businessman, the preacher, the soldier, the heathen, the horse thief, and the fiery, headstrong beauty Arabella. But with the help of a band of murdering Native Americans, anyway, they end up going on this adventure. That's what's on the back. Okay. I give this a 9.5 out of 10. A really strong Western novel. I really enjoyed it.